Hi everyone, I'm Robin with the Five Forks branch, and today we're going to be talking about zines. What are zines? Well, as you can see, I've got some supplies laid out here which could give you a hint. Zines are DIY magazines, and there's about 1 million ways to make them. But two important things to keep in mind are making sure your content is original, that is truly yours, and making sure that it's easy to reproduce. Because I'm going to be scanning my zines today, I need to choose materials that lay flat on the page rather than something very textured. That way it will scan easier. So the supplies that you're going to need are paper, pens, markers, pencils, anything of that nature that you might want. Mostly today I'll be using pens and colored pencils for just a pop of color, though you can make your zine completely black and white if you wish. Something else handy to have is a ruler to help you measure and plan. And of course a stapler to staple your pages together once it's all done. You can also choose to make your zines digitally if you wish. And once the learning labs reopen in the library, you'll be able to use Adobe Photoshop to do just that. Now, let's get started. First, I'm going to plan the layout for my zine. I'll fold and number the papers to help me create my layout. As you can see, I'm numbering my pages after I've folded them. This is to help me see how they'll fit back together once I take them apart and am making the content. If you want, you could also just make the content while keeping them folded together, but I think this is easier since it will allow me to avoid bleeding through the pages, as I'm just doing it single-sided. While we're creating, here's a little zine history. They started out as fandom-related magazines in the 1930s, but by the 80s they were mostly popular with the punk counterculture. Today, people use zines for all kinds of things, celebrating their fandoms, political activism, and to self-publish their own works like poetry, short stories, how-tos, and art books. Today, I'll be creating a zine on how to make zines. Here are a couple of ways you can get text into your zines. One option is to type it, print it out, and literally cut and paste it in. Or you can simply hand letter it in like I'm doing. Once you have your content done, go ahead and scan your pages. And once you have those, put them together and staple them. Now your zine is done and you get to decide what to do with it. Will you sell it? Pass it out to share information about something you're passionate about? The choice is yours, but now you know how to get your voice heard with zines.